Sex scenes are the most pointless scenes in the filming industry as a whole. They add nothing to the plot. They add nothing for you to worry about. They add nothing. Matter of fact, in my humble opinion, it just cheapens the product. I'm not talking about porn, okay? The whole purpose of porn is the banging, right? So I'm not talking about porn. I'm talking about films you can find in, I don't know, Netflix, in DVDs, in Blu-ray, or even not just films, but shows, and even video games. My opinion on sex scenes on video games differ a bit from shows and films, and I'll talk about that. I'll talk about the reason later. It just cheapens the product. It just does. It tells me that you couldn't come up with a more impactful, deepening scene between two characters, because all the time the sex scenes are done between two love interests. If it's done between just two people who's like, let's just bang, why not? Still pointless, actually even more still pointless, but it's not like, it's not like you couldn't come up with a better scene, just why add it in the first place? But if it's between two love interests, it just tells me you just couldn't write a better, more romantical scene than that. If you believe sex scenes, not just sex scenes, sex. If you believe sex is the most romantical action to be performed between two people, you're wrong. You're wrong. It doesn't even crack top 10. Probably not. I don't know. Because here's the thing. Sex is not done out of pure love. It could be done just to get the sensational pleasure out of it. It could be done out of spite of someone, which sounds screwed up. Damn! Or it could be done to, I don't know, conceive a child because you need a child for some reason, I don't know. Something like that, right? But even if it's for one of those reasons, not just for the love itself, why? Why must we witness that? Why must we, the audience, watch two people go at it, hear moans, which I'm not gonna mimic, God no, or dirty talks? We don't want to hear that. And if you do want to hear it, if you, the viewer, disagrees with my points, and actually, I want to see, it makes the scene raw, it makes the scene just natural, and I can relate to it. Go watch porn, you loser. You're not here for the story. You just want to see two naked people bang. Just say it. Just say it. Don't be afraid to admit it. Just say you want to see naked people without polluting your search history with porn. Just say it. Just say it. Just say it. That nothing. And here's the thing. There are better alternatives to sex scenes. Dialogue. Have two characters, I don't know, flirt with each other, or say something impactful, or something meaningful, and something so has you believe, oh, these characters are so in love. Like, I don't know, have the character say, oh, because of you remind me of what it's like to be human. It could be cheesy, but I prefer cheesy romantic lines that over that. What else other than dialogue? Small gestures. Have the person, I don't know, get a rose and hand it to the lady. I'd argue that's more romantic than sex. I'd argue. Or cup the cheek of the person and caress it with your thumb. Or remove the strand of hair from the person's face. Those small gestures. They're small with a big impact. Small with a big impact. What else? Kissing. Kissing. Have them kiss. Not make out. If you make out, my boy, it's gonna lead to that. If it doesn't, it's gonna be an awkward, it's gonna be quite awkward when you finish the make out. It's like, okay, what do we do now? We made out. What's next, Chief? That's just kind of inappropriate. To me, it's borderline sex. Making out, it's borderline. Like, who wants to hear? Oh. We don't need to hear that. Don't need to see that. Just have a little, that's it. Or a little, yeah. What was that for? Have that. Or if you so badly want to have a sex scene, so badly, because let's say it's if it's between, say, two horny characters, don't care about love, they just want that, like two horny rabbits in a hot Sunday noon. All right, have them walk to the bedroom. Imagine that's the bedroom, even though I'm in the bedroom. Have them walk to the door, close the door. Us, the audience, will stay out the door. Pan the camera to the window. We'll witness a time skip. So we'll watch a moon. Imagine it's midnight. We'll watch the moon loop around the skies until the sun rises at the horizon, right? Until we see the sun rises on the sunset. Am I saying that right? Sun rises in the sunset. No, sun rises in the horizon. Sun rises in the horizon. Oh my god. And then you can pan the camera at them, laying in bed, sleepy or exhausted, hinting that they banged. And then have them talk about something that's meaningful to the plot, whether it be characterization or, I don't know, an important plot point like, oh, actually, I'm an alien. So you just banged an alien. Ha! Something like the movie Species. Oh, that's a scary-ass movie. Weird movie, too. Yeah, similar to that. Do that. Do that instead. No one wants to see that. Especially, no one wants to see a sex scene come out of the wazoo. What is this trope of, alright, there's a scene, a mature, just a regular scene, right? Just a regular scene. And then, cut to hearing, to them banging. What? I wasn't prepared for that. Don't catch us off guard. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you're going to show a sex scene, which I wouldn't appreciate, or no one would appreciate, at least you know how to say it. Build up to the scene. Like, don't just slap into our face. What if we're in the living room watching it, and our mom comes in, boom, cheeks getting plummeted in front of our very eyes, from our very naive eyes, right? And the mother sees and says, "Oh, you child, should have raised you better. What is this you're watching? Go play Fortnite, little kid." Really, Mom? Fortnite? Yeah, no, just don't do that. It's just awkward and weird. Just weird. And it bothers me more knowing, see, I want to be a filmmaker. Well, specifically a film director and writer for animated films, right? For animation. Animated films, particularly. So I researched a lot of how these animated films are made, right? Do you know how long it takes to animate a 30-second scene? Weeks! Weeks it takes to animate a 30-second scene. Albeit, it depends on the art style and the scene itself, of what you're animating, right? So if it's like a South Park scene, yeah, the 30-second scene could be done like 20 minutes or an hour, a day, right? Or let's say Into the Spider-Verse, brother, that 30-second scene is that people are going to spend 2.5 weeks on that 30-second scene, or more. And it also depends on the size of the studio, depends how passionate these employees are to the work, and if they're all having healthy working conditions, not being forced to work, no crunch, no nothing, none of that, no creative dead ends, none of that, or burnouts. Still, even if the studio has proper, professional, passionate animators, these scenes take way longer than we think it does to animate. I'm just about animating. The voice acting, the sound effects, the music, all that takes adding that to takes a long to finish to polish the scene. It takes a while, long while. Seeing as I recently just watched Arcane and I finished season 2. Why did you have to put that scene? And you all know damn well which scene I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say spoilers. All I'm gonna say is prison cell. Alright, prison cell. Why? Why? Especially the art style of Arcane, which is top 3 best animation styles, art styles in animation ever. I'm gonna say that. Maybe top 5, I don't know. Personal taste. You waste the unimaginable talent of these animators. No, there's animators. No. Give everyone the credit. The sound producers, the music producers, the editors. I don't know, all those. You waste their talent on making that scene. Why? Why? I'm gonna say this right now. I know this is a hot take. That scene single-handedly ruined season 2, in my opinion. How do I say this without spoiling? There is something one of these characters should be doing. There's something they should be doing because something horrific is going on with another character. But instead of them, reaching that character, they go at it. they go at it. Why? And I heard it was supposed to be an actual, more explicit than what we already got. Why? Why? It adds nothing. It doesn't just add nothing. It depleted the quality of the show, of the season. I'll say the season. Ruined the season. Ruined the season for me. For me, my opinion. Ruined for me. For me. Wasting talent on that scene that adds nothing, but it's the opposite. It takes away the quality. Why? Why? Other than existing to be pointless, I could make up 2 reasons why these sex scenes exist, other than, as I said, being pointless. 1, to cock the viewers. I don't know, remind them that they get no action. But these animated characters, or characters on screen, because it could be cinematic, a real film, these characters get more action than you. Yeah, remind you how much of a loser you are. Or 2nd, which is probably the biggest reason, just to fulfill desires of the director or the writer. They write a scene, alright. I'm not gonna make an example. I feel dirty talking about it. They make a scene, they'll write a scene, make the animators animated just so they can see the fantasy come to life. Or not just animation, but in real life. Get actresses to, I don't know, strip so they can see their bare breasts. That's one of the few reasons why I believe these sex scenes exist. Not because they believe they can add to the plot, but so they can have an excuse to fulfill their dirty fantasies. Oh, if that's not the reason, what could be the other reason then? What other reason could there be for these sex scenes to exist? And as I already discussed, it doesn't deepen the character's love. It doesn't. Maybe it does, but there are better ways to do it. Better ways. Take notes from, I don't know, Cyberpunk Edge Runners. They actually did a good job on romanticizing David and Lucy in the show better than most animes. Actually, no. Single-handedly, I believe they developed their relationship much better than 95% of animes out there. There's animes, animated films, and regular cartoons. I'm a firm believer. You know what? I might make a video delving deep into what makes their bond works in comparison to other bonds out there, right? Alright, so I already unpackaged why I dislike sex scenes. But now let's cover another topic that's kind of related to sex scenes, the topic. Nudity. What do I think of nudity? Do I dislike nudity as much as sex scenes? No. As long there's a purpose, as long there's a reason, and as long it doesn't overstay its welcome to the point that it's obvious that the director just wants to see honkers or down there, so they can pause the frame of that film and then go home and to it. Other than that, I don't see a big issue with nudity. Though I much prefer... No, depending on the age rating, if it's... Wait, doesn't it mean R-rated to have nudity? Oh, let me research that. Doesn't it mean R-rated? If it needs to be R-rated to show nudity, I'm cool with nudity. Where is it? Alright, I checked. Nudity can only be presented in an R-rated film and an NC-17 film, rated film, which basically means if you're below 18, your sorry ass cannot watch it. So, there's that. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool if nudity can only be shown in those age-rated films. Just as I said, don't overstay your welcome, and have an actual reason rather than just be naked for the sake of being naked. And don't, how to say it? Don't sexualize it. At least not too much. When I mean sexualize, I mean don't have a lady, a naked lady, wake up from bed naked, which alright, makes sense. You're sleeping naked, alright. But wake up from bed naked and just play with her breasts. Do ladies do that? Alright, okay, I don't know if ladies actually do that. Alright, say if a dude wakes up from bed, butt naked, and he's walking the camera, and he's just massaging his like with delicate, intricately delicate massage, that kind of massage, fizzing the Coca-Cola can till it fizzes and busts. I mean, yeah, don't do that. Don't sexualize nudity too much. All right, we got the internet for that. All right, all right. Don't sacrifice the quality of your film just so you can fulfill your naughty desires, your dirty desires. Not desires, your dirty fantasies in these films, alright? It just cheapens the product. But other than that, yeah, I'm cool with nudity. I'm cool. Oh, and I probably should have disclaimed this earlier. I'm not a prude. I'm not a prude. I don't get easily shocked by sex scenes or nudity. I don't. I just get bothered knowing that these crucial seconds, minutes you're spending on this scene could be spent on something else that can thicken and improve the film that these sex scenes take place in. Also, if you still don't believe me, I'm right now I'm playing Cyberpunk 2077, right? My boy, I'm playing a female character, female V. I'm walking around the streets with my bare breasts out ever since I started the game. Hey, if the game has allowed nudity, I'm gonna use it to my advantage. Even though I don't think any character in the game actually talked about my special qualities. So yeah, I'm walking around, I'm playing the game while basically half naked, alright? I won't be playing fully naked, but of course, you wear an underwear if you're roaming around open world. But in your inventory, if you go to inventory, you can see that down there. So I don't know why have an underwear in open world. I don't know. And also I romanced with one of the companions you can have a romantical story with. What's his name? River, yeah. Had to go through that awkward as, which is unskippable. It's not a cutscene. It's an in-game scene. God, I was uncomfortable. I was running around my room like, oh my god, what am I experiencing? This feels wrong. I'm a dude. I like women. Why am I experiencing a guy banging me? Yeah. I'm not a prude, right? Basically, I'm not a prude. I don't care. And hey, puberty wasn't very nice to me when growing up, so all of you... Oh, I felt an ant crawling on my leg. I've seen stuff in the internet, alright, at a very young age. And unfortunately, didn't stop there. Kept going for plenty of more years till I overcame it. So, I seen it, don't care about it. It just bothers me knowing you're wasting talent and time on a pointless scene when we can find that literally in the internet everywhere. There. Yeah. Alright? Now, last thing I want to discuss about before ending the video is, why do I view sex scenes in video games differently from films and shows? Well, simple. Vast majority of times, I get to decide if I want to experience these sex scenes. the sex in these video games. If it's part of the main campaign, I can just skip the cutscene. Easy. Just skip. Most sexual activities you experience in these video games, it's up to you to decide if you want to, I don't know, encounter them and do the deed. It's like, for instance, Cyberpunk 2077, it's your choice to romanticize with these 4 potential partners, or go at it with these joy toys, which is basically prostitutes in the world of Cyberpunk. Or GTA 5, you can pick up a prostitute you pay to service you. That's my dog. Sorry. Basically, you get to decide if you want sex or not. In games. In films, it's not your choice to decide. If it happens, bear with it. Alright, I gotta end this video soon. Have a great day or night, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.